Welcome to our channel. These are rare photographs from history, presented with context and accuracy. To see more historical photos, you can subscribe to our channel. A Soviet soldier rests next to a dead German soldier after the Battle of Berlin, May 1945. A group of Japanese Americans before being sent to the camps, April 1942. A septet of New York City architects attempts an early exercise in personal branding, becoming the buildings they designed at the 1931 Beaux Arts Ball. Abraham Jones swings his axe backside to crack some rocks at his log cabin, Alabama, 1937. He was 112 years old and an ex-slave. Acting on the orders of the Nazi Party, Berlin city officials renamed a street dedicated to Gustav Stresemann, a German politician who won the Nobel Peace Prize during the Weimar Republic period. Adolf Hitler is served a non-alcoholic version of the brandy fruit salad dessert at Finnish Commander-in-Chief Gustav Mannerheim's birthday lunch, Finland, June 1942. Agronomy researchers from the US Department of Agriculture inspect a pile of soybean plants outside a Korean farmer's home, 1929. All-American women's baseball team, 1947. Captured Soviets begging for food in a German prisoners of war camp, 1941. Cuban leader Fidel Castro receives a kiss whilst smoking a cigar and signing autographs in Harlem, New York, during his visit to the United States in 1960. Czech civilians volunteer to donate blood at a Red Cross office in Prague during the Sudetenland crisis, September 1938. East German border guards carry off a mortally wounded Peter Fechter, who had tried escaping to the west. Egyptian soldiers raise the Egyptian flag over Sinai after its liberation during October 1973. Emmeline Pankhurst, leader of the suffragette movement, being arrested outside Buckingham Palace, 1914. Evening music at General Alfred Pleasonton's headquarters, Auburn, Virginia, October 1863. Fidel Castro and Che Guevara together on a fishing trip, 1960. Free French soldiers burning a Nazi flag during the French advance in southern Germany, 1945. General Arab-Palestinian Student Conference, Acre, Palestine, 1930. German anti-tank gun crew in action, Eastern Front, 1942. German child soldiers of the Volkssturm and Hitler Youth that were captured during the Battle of Berlin. German officers inspect issued gear, 1940. Imperial Japanese narrow-gauge railroad locomotive at the Orote Peninsula Airfield 2 months after Guam was declared secure, in the Mariana and Palau Islands, October 1944. In 1967, a seaman submitted a leave request with the reason, "My wife is planning to get pregnant this weekend. and I'd like to be present. In 1970, troops from the Ohio National Guard opened fire on unarmed people at Kent State University, killing 4 and wounding 9 others. Iranian Shah Mohammad Reza Pahlavi meeting Syrian President Hafez al-Assad. Italian battleship Roma during fitting out in Trieste, 1942. Italian migrant workers arrive in Germany to work agricultural jobs, 1938. Jews and Muslims, Ottoman Jerusalem, 1900. John F. Kennedy smoking a cigar. He'd buy 1,200 Cuban cigars the day before signing the US embargo on Cuba, banning all imports from Cuba, 1962. Keith Moon campaigning for a new crossing on Thessaly Road, 1972. Malcolm X with Prince Faisal, the future king of Saudi Arabia, in Mecca, 1964. Malcolm X meets with the Palestine Liberation Organization in Egypt just after his Gaza visit and 5 months before his assassination, September 1964. Members of Drexel Institute's Women's Rifle Team, 1920s, one of the earliest and most successful collegiate squads in the US. They competed nationally for 4 decades, ranked highly, and often outshot Drexel's men on campus. Nurses listening to a lecture at the Royal Infirmary of Edinburgh, Scotland, 1957. Old West lawman and journalist Bat Masterson standing with silent film actor William S. Hart in Masterson's office at the New York Morning Telegraph, 1921. Photos of Titanic survivors Lolo and Michel reunited with their mother, May, 1912. Phototherapy of neonatal jaundice. Nurse Sister Jean Ward pioneered this kind of treatment back in 1956. Policeman scolds a man for not wearing a mask during the influenza pandemic, 1918. Polygamous prisoners in Utah's Sugar House Prison, 1889. Sailors saluting a war veteran, Leningrad, 1989. Soldiers assisting a drunk friend after some drinks. Soviet aviators of the all-female 46th Guards Night Bomber Regiment, also called Night Witches, 1943. Soviet civilians in Moscow listened to the radio announcement that Germany has invaded the Soviet Union, June 1941. Soviet leaders carrying the urn of Russian Soviet writer Maxim Gorky during his funeral in Moscow, June 1936. Soviet leaders Nikita Khrushchev and Nikolai Bulganin in Calcutta during their 1955 tour of India. Soviet soldier chasing a young man who had thrown stones at a tank, 1968. The last image of Tyrone Power while suffering a heart attack, on the set of Solomon and Sheba, Madrid, 1958. The 44-year-old actor died en route to the hospital. The only known photograph of writer Mary Shelley, taken in 1842 while revisiting Bath, where she'd written Frankenstein 15 years prior. This is just a radiation machine. They don't even have to take off their clothes to use it. They used targeted radiation to kill off cancer cells. US soldiers posing with the bodies of Moro men, women and children following the Bud Dejo massacre on Jolo Island, Philippines, March 1906. Washingtonians take in the Grand Review of the Union Army, May 1865,